I think one of the biggest things about Clearstreet and being an engineer here is that you're not, which maybe at other organizations might be the case, like you have at other organizations might have a huge project management team that kind of tells you this is what you need to work on, this is your ticket, like this is your next task, and you have like, I don't really know all the terminology, all these things, but like there's frameworks for how you're supposed to be developing and at what speed and what you do. And we don't do that here. So you really have to be very independent and, you know, manage your own time and your own tasks in some ways. Like we recently kind of onboarded a big, well, not big, but you know, at least some project management or a product team. So that has been kind of helpful in adding some structure, but compared to other organizations, I think there's less structure. So you need to be comfortable with that. And the other thing is, in the silo that I'm in particular, the data operations team, you should, because you're producing reports and you're working with this data and it might be some complicated logic that you need to implement, you should be able to at least have an interest in the data that you're working with and look up all these terms, like, you know, what does it mean for your option position to be covered? What does it mean? What is a warrant? What's the difference between all these different instruments? All these different securities that you have, right? So having that interest and being able to look up that information and find it and speak to the stakeholder and be interested in the data that you're working with is also very important.